The Urban League of Oklahoma City hosted its third annual Expungement Expo last weekend with the goal of helping hundreds of people clear their criminal records. Reporter Joe Filomeno was there as volunteer attorneys offered pro bono advice on navigating the state's court system.
What has been the biggest impact you think that this program has had?
20 years ago, military veteran and educator Dr. Donald Cole was involved in an altercation with police that resulted in criminal charges.
It just made me reflect on all of the conditions I've been in. Whenever you are raised in the inner city, I was raised by a single mother, had a brother that I buried at the age of 17. I have a brother serving 40 years in prison.
Dr. Cole paid his debt to society and moved on with his life. Unfortunately, his criminal record moved with him.
I felt like no matter what I've tried to achieve in my life, there would always be someone that would define me based on this situation that happened when I was younger.
According to the Center for American Progress, nearly 9 in 10 employers, 4 in 5 landlords, and 3 in 5 colleges use background checks to screen applicants for criminal records. Dr. Cole knows firsthand the importance of having those records expunged after serving probation and paying off his court fines.
That could be the difference between your kids being in this neighborhood or being somewhere where they can truly prosper.
It can be incredibly difficult to navigate on your own.
Lawyer Lorenzo Banks says justice-involved background individuals struggle to get their criminal records expunged.
That oftentimes will be an inhibitor to you moving forward in life and having certain successes in life than others without certain things on their criminal background check get to enjoy.
According to the Oklahoma Policy Institute, only 10% of eligible people in Oklahoma received an expungement in 2022.
This event is really meeting a critical need in our state.
Jabbar Shoemate with the Urban League of Greater Oklahoma City says it costs a lot of money for Oklahomans to get their records expunged.
It costs almost $7,000 to get an expungement, and we know most of those individuals that don't seek out the opportunity can't afford to get the attorney to navigate the very difficult process to get it done.
The Urban League of Greater Oklahoma City partnered with vendors and volunteer attorneys to help people get their expungement process started.
We have various volunteer attorneys from across Oklahoma County and some outside of Oklahoma County who drove in for this event that are coming in to do preliminary analysis on the individuals based upon their packet that these participants have done.
While the problem exists statewide, the expo focused on Oklahoma County only, which has the largest criminal court docket in the state.
We're looking at the packets. We're analyzing whether or not they are able to be eligible for an expungement. And if individuals are eligible for an expungement, if it is feasible.
For those who can't apply for expungement this year, the expo also featured businesses scouting for much-needed employees.
Even if you can't get an expungement, we want you to understand that there are second chance employers.
I feel like I had deserved a second chance a long time ago.
After serving a 7-year probation for a drug felony, Tanisha Briggs says she was burdened by her record while looking for work and housing.
I used to tell different people in my family how hard it is. I can't get this job because of this felony. I wish they would expunge it, and I don't got the money to get this off my record.
Why should it be success to the highest bidder?
Banks says money, or lack of it, is the biggest hurdle facing people seeking expungement.
Money should not inhibit people from being able to advance in a society that we call to be the greatest country on earth.
It was a lot of work, checking your cases, finding out what you had.
After serving a felony sentence from 1994, Tiffany Mason says it was hard to raise funds for her expungement.
Once you start trying to expunge your own felony, you're talking thousands of dollars. I don't have thousands of dollars to do this.
Mason is giving back by volunteering at this year's expo because of the cost-free help she received last year.
I'm here to give my testimony and give my insight and let people know and encourage them that if you do the process, it works and it's worth it.
Before candidates bring their papers in for expungement, they must meet certain requirements.
When it comes to qualifying for an expungement, there are over 15 specific reasons listed in the statute, and even at least one that is written in case law.
Lorenzo Banks says that the criteria to get records expunged here in Oklahoma County could be up to 16 items. However, most candidates here and across the county only need to meet 3 of those foundational qualifications.
1, you have to have gotten through all of your sentence.
The next requirement is paying off court fines and fees.
The last thing is that it must be a specific type of case. It either has to be a misdemeanor or a non-violent felony.
After candidates meet those qualifications, the expungement process takes anywhere from 30 to 90 days. Banks says attending the Expungement Expo often shortens that process.
We've got a myriad of vendors up and down that hallway that are able to talk to individuals while they're waiting on getting their OSBI background checks, while they're waiting on lawyers to analyze their cases.
Dr. Cole can't wait to move forward with a clean slate.
I know without this being on my record, I'll be able to have more partnerships with schools and education systems that I can contribute in a greater capacity.
And on this Saturday, there were hundreds of others feeling the same way.
There are people that's been here since 3 a.m. in the morning, right? I got family members that are here. I got friends that are here. I know their journey. I know where they come from.
Joel Filomeno, the Oklahoma News Report.